Have you ever walked into an old, forgotten house deep in the woods, heart heavy with the weight of things left behind, only to feel the air suddenly soften, like the first warm rain after a long winter, washing away the shadows and inviting something gentle and unexpected to stay? That quiet ache of loneliness turning into wonder, the same one that has whispered through stories of lost wanderers finding sanctuary in sacred groves or exiles discovering a hidden Eden, is exactly what episode 1 of Kusunoki's Garden of Gods, or Kami no Nuatsuki Kusunoki T, captures when it premiered on April 5, 2026. Streaming now on Crunchyroll, this gentle fantasy slice of life doesn't explode onto the screen with action or drama. Instead, it invites you in like a warm cup of tea on a quiet evening, hinting at a world where the ordinary and the divine quietly share the same porch. It's soothing, charming, and leaves you with that soft pull in your chest, the kind that makes you wonder what other peaceful miracles might bloom if you just stayed a little longer. Picture yourself stepping off a dusty path into the countryside, the smell of pine and earth thick in the air, the old family estate looming ahead like a place time forgot. You're Minato Kusunoki, handed the keys to this abandoned house that everyone says is crawling with evil spirits. The wooden floors creak under your feet, the rooms feel heavy at first, but something inside you, something you maybe never fully understood, begins to shift the air. One small act, and the darkness lifts. The house breathes easier. Then, out of the quiet woods, comes the first visitor, a mountain god in a form that feels both majestic and oddly friendly. No thunder, no fear, just the simple, heartwarming start of something new. You can almost taste the fresh mountain air, feel the soft grass underfoot, and sense the gentle curiosity in the air as the first divine neighbor decides this purified garden might be worth calling home. That's the spell this episode casts. No big fights, just the quiet magic of turning a haunted past into a peaceful present in a calm, inviting 24 minutes. The episode sets everything up beautifully. It picks up with Minato arriving to take care of the rundown family property, shows how his special spiritual power quietly clears out the bad energy that made the place unlivable, and ends with the arrival of the first god, opening the door to a life shared with these unique spiritual neighbors. There's no dramatic cliffhanger, but the soft promise lingers. What happens when more gods start showing up to this now welcoming garden? From the light novels by Enju, the source that fans have loved for its cozy charm, this is the perfect gentle launch into the series' heart, Minato's everyday life becoming a haven for all sorts of quirky deities. It clears up what some early readers found a bit cloudy. Minato isn't clueless about his gift. He's quietly aware and capable, which keeps the story from dragging with unnecessary confusion. The pacing feels like a slow, peaceful walk through the woods, never rushed, never boring, letting every small moment of discovery land softly and build that relaxing vibe the show is all about. What really makes this episode shine is how it builds its world and characters with such care. Minato stands out right away as someone steady and kind-hearted, carrying the quiet strength of a person who's used to handling things on his own, but is open to letting others in. His hidden side isn't some big wound. It's a gentle power he uses without fuss, showing growth in the way he simply accepts this new, spirit-filled life. The mountain god, Yamagami, brings a wonderful mix of wisdom and warmth that feels surprising and real, like an old friend you didn't know you needed. Their early exchanges feel natural and full of heart, light, humorous lines that carry a deeper sense of belonging and harmony, the kind that stay with you long after the credits roll, reminding you of those quiet conversations that change how you see home. The themes wrap around you like a soft blanket on a cool night. What does it mean to turn a place of fear into a garden of peace, using power not for control, but for gentle healing? Minato's journey quietly explores hope over despair, the morality of quiet strength, and the simple joy of finding where you belong, even when the world or the spirits feel strange at first. Survival here isn't about fighting. It's about creating space for the extraordinary to feel ordinary and welcome. The world building feels rich yet comforting. Japanese folklore gods stepping into a modern countryside setting adds layers of wonder without overwhelming the cozy slice of life heart. It makes the universe feel alive and inviting, like stepping into a living folktale where the divine and the everyday share the same table. Technically, Studio Juvinage and director Sekiju Sakino deliver something truly special. The art direction, with character designs by Yuko Inoue and Chikako Noma, fills every frame with soft, natural beauty, gentle greens and warm earth tones that make the countryside glow, while subtle lighting and shadows turn the once haunted house into a place of calm serenity. Animation flows smoothly and naturally, especially in the small, expressive moments where stillness feels peaceful and movement brings quiet joy. The camera work uses thoughtful, wide shots of the garden and close, intimate angles on faces to mirror the story's balance of big wonder and personal warmth. The soundtrack by RON becomes its own soothing presence, soft, melodic motifs motifs that lift the heart during visits and let peaceful silence speak even louder, burning those tranquil feelings into your memory like a favorite lullaby. Voice acting brings everything to life beautifully. Shogo Sakata as Minato Kusunoki gives a steady, warm timbre that carries quiet confidence and subtle kindness, making you feel his calm acceptance in every line. Shinshu Fuji as Yamagami adds that perfect layer of majestic yet friendly depth, with a voice that feels both ancient and approachable, embodying the god's soul with gentle power. Emotionally, this episode left me feeling light and hopeful, like I just stepped out of a refreshing forest bath. It sparked a quiet wonder in those simple moments of discovery and left a soft, comforting scar, the kind that reminds you peace can be found in the strangest places. That first visit from the mountain god feels like a beautiful collision of destinies, two worlds gently meeting and shifting everything towards something warmer. Some might say the pacing feels a touch slow or the story a little too relaxed at first, but that's no flaw. It's a deliberate, loving choice that perfectly matches the show's soul, inviting you to slow down and truly feel the peace instead of rushing through it. In a busy world, this gentle rhythm feels like a gift, and in the end, episode 1 succeeds wonderfully. Its biggest strengths, the cozy atmosphere, lovable characters, and that irresistible sense of calm wonder, outshine any tiny quibbles. It fully achieves its goal, a heartfelt, relaxing start that honors the light novel's charm and makes you want to stay in this garden forever. So tell me, are you ready to step through that gate with Minato, breathe in the purified air, and let a few gods turn your ordinary days into something quietly magical? Because after this episode, pressing play on Crunchyroll isn't just watching anime. It's giving yourself permission to find a little peace in a world that sometimes feels haunted. Go watch. Let the garden remind you that even the loneliest places can bloom into something beautiful when the right visitors arrive. Your heart might just thank you for the quiet journey it starts today.